here earlier than planned. No, you lying bitch. Well, never mind. I was going to play Genshin Impact, but I guess I'm just a piece of crap that doesn't get to have any fun. Bah! I didn't know. Never mind. We're going to do something else instead. F this noise. Bastards. I was lied to. I was lied to. Damn it. My day is ruined. Hmm. Well, now I don't know what to do. I was all excited. I was in a good mood. Damn it. I was deceived. All right. So, hello, Kaurea. Unfortunately, the freaking game is under maintenance right now. I literally started, logged in, and it was like, sorry, game's being worked on. Go F yourself. So, we're going to play West of Loathing instead because plasticity is a cornerstone of the human success story. Lord, I am actually very upset right now. I can't believe that. I was like, everybody, we're gonna have so much fun, and oh, cool. But so I had originally planned to do Secret of Mana tonight, and then I decided I didn't want to do that because I had so much fun playing Genshin last night, and didn't work out. So anyway, we're gonna play West of Loathing instead. So, for any of you who don't know, West of Loathing is amazing. And that's pretty much all there is to say about that. It is just, it's like, hello. West of Loathing is like a D&D campaign set in the Wild West when the dungeon master has realized that the game has gone so far off the rails that there's no point in actually even trying to follow the rules anymore. It is really and truly a game all of its own. So, that being said, let me send out an amended thingy here, and then we'll get right started in. If the game's intro video title thing didn't spell it out for you, we are going to be heading west as a noble young cowpuncher in search of adventure. So should be fun. Always look in the spittoon. If you don't look in the spittoon, then you're really cheating yourself. I want to see if I can get him to flip all the way over. Nope. Okay. What's a good one? Bear Wayne. Yeah. My name is Bear Wayne. And I'm a cowpuncher. Wanted for protagonizing. Play as Bear Wayne. We're ready to get going. Are you? Yeah. I had the strangest dream. I was choosing a character class. Cowpunchers solve their problems with their fists. I need to do the country accent, right, Calrea? Whether it's shaking them at a disagreeable feller in a disreputable saloon, or using them to punch a slightly more disagreeable feller in a slightly less reputable saloon. You've heard that cowpunchers are in demand out west since the cows came home, which stands to reason. The cows aren't going to punch themselves after all. I want to be a cowpuncher. Let's punch some cows, y'all. Goodbye, desk. I combed my hair one last time and gained 1 hex P. Shane Smith and the Secret of Skeleton Bridge. The Adventure at Butcher's Outhouse. Trouble at the Terrible Jungle. Claudia Danger and the Curse of Zombie Cove. The Secret of the Old Woods. Trouble at Eagle Cave. Oh hey, this one might come in handy. Walking Stupid. Oh my god, I forgot about Walking Stupid. This weird poster appeared here one night. Turn this crap off. You pull the needle away from the cylinder and stow the handle away. Hey Russell, how you doing? Caw. I'm gonna miss you, buddy. Caw. Caw, caw. Goodbye, Russell. Be good. Maybe it's time for you to leave, too. You open your bedroom window, not pictured, and unlatch the door to Russell's cage. He winks at you, caws one last time, and then flies away to the west. It's time to hit the trail. So the narrator voice, I will... Goodbye, bed. Time to head west to chase my real dreams. I have an inventory. Dare I? This book tells the tale of a renegade sheriff who was really, really bad at walking. Unlocks stupid walking as an option. You read the book from cover to cover. You read the book from cover to cover and learned how to walk really stupidly. You got a perk, stupid walking. You accidentally drop the book and then ruin it by stepping on it 30 times while trying to pick it up. Oops. Options. I will turn on stupid walking. Colorblind mode. You never know. Yeah, we're going to turn off automatically spend XP. Nerd mode. Best font mode. Oh, God. Yeah, that is bad. Alrighty. There we go. Stupid walking, y'all. What a mess. There we go. Nothing on the hat rack today. This hearth really puts the hearth in hearth and home. You're going to miss Mom's cooking. It's Mom's pie safe. It keeps all her pies safe. You'll miss meals with the family. I can't keep my voices straight. You pick up one of your brother's weird books and flip through it. What a weird kid. It's just like a bunch of mathematics books in other languages. He loves stuff like this. So tidy. This game is amazing. Inventory. We got a puzzle cube. Fiddle with it. Your brother already had it most of the way solved, but you figure out the last couple of moves. You gain 1 XP. Hooray! Fiddle with it. You've already solved it, and if you mess it up again, it'll be messed up forever. Oh yeah. No time to screw around in the woods. Time to head west. Your mom smiles warmly as you approach. I'm leaving now, Mom. We're going to miss you, kiddo. Oh, and before you leave, I got you a present. A present? Yep, it's that book you wanted for Crimbo. I know it's early, but... So which book was it that I wanted for Christmas, y'all? Does anybody remember? Or for Crimbo, I'm sorry. Not for Christmas. What was the Crimbo book I wanted? Lockpicking, Desert Survival, or Bartering? Uh-oh. Got all kinds of stuff popping up here. Oh, and my country accent stayed with me even though I'm not playing the game anymore. Someone help me. Nothing? Nobody? Calrea's the only one. Well, I guess I'm picking locks. Locks and how to pick them. Be careful out there. Write us a letter when you can. I will, Mom. Goodbye. Nope, too late. You took too long. It's a haystack. Hey, a needle. Your father morosely jabs at the haystack. That hat doesn't fit you, Dad. I'll grow into it. It's time for me to leave. His lip quivers a little. Listen, I want you to have this. It's your grandmother's brass knuckles. Thanks, Dad. Good luck out there. Be sure to say goodbye to your mother. I did. Goodbye, Dad. Your brother Rufus is standing here looking nervous. He's pretty good at looking nervous. Give him his puzzle back. You hand him the puzzle, and he starts fidgeting with it. Hey, Rufus, time for me to head west. I still don't understand why you're leaving. He's got a point, you know. Why are you going west, anyway? To seek my fortune. There's just no opportunity here, kid. If I'm going to make something of myself, I got to go where I can make some meat. But it's so dangerous. 60% of the people who go west get killed within a year, and that statistic is from before the cows came home. I'll be okay. You worry about taking care of Mom and Dad. I'll worry about me. My accent is changing constantly. I'm just running through every country accent ever. Okay, if you say so. I still think you'll be dead by Crimbo. I'll miss you, Rufus. Okay. You give him a playful punch on the arm. His arm just shatters. He's busy drawing pictures in the dust. Weird kid. Oh my goodness. Tumbleweed mode. Go. Wee. Looks like this isn't your first rodeo. Would you like to skip the boring Springs prologue and head straight to Dirtwater? Any horses or partners you unlocked in any previous game will be available to you, and you'll start with 977 meat and some of the more important items from Boring Springs. No, I want to play the prologue again. Hitching a ride across the Great Plains. So Calrea, I'm sure you've already done it, but have you let all the usual suspects know that I'm playing an amazing game? I feel like a couple of them would care to know. Dialect coach, Riff Connor. I'm riding a radish cart to the west. Wee! Oh no. Keeper. Yay! Oh. 200 miles later. Well, the bad news is that you fell off that cart and got knocked out for a couple of hours, and now you've got no ride, no meat, and no prospects. The good news is that you're in a town rather than in a gulch somewhere. Not much of a town, though. Get up and dust yourself off. The town of Boring Springs. I will take that turnip. Turnip? Turnip for what? Hey, I'm moseying here. Ow! Ow! Hang on, I gotta do a thing. Ow! Ow! You got a perk. Mostly scabs. Alright, so mostly scabs. You've been poked by so many cactuses that your body has built up an entire extra set of skin capillaries just to deal with the constant tiny puncture wounds. Plus 5 maximum HP. So I have 3 unspent X. So this game is a little different from a normal RPG because as you gain XP, you use that XP to actually buy stats and skills and things. It's not like a normal game where you would just level up. So beef up. First aid. Alright. I'm gonna go ambling into town. Oh, I stepped in a turd. A sign on the door reads, "Gone drinking." Ooh, it's a chunk of wood from the broken hitching post. I will read this. After you're done reading it, you donate it to a local orphanage. Soon those orphans will be able to make their escape. Go, orphans, go! A turnip covered in grit increases your muscle, mysticality, and moxie by 1 for the rest of the day. It's not for sewing, it's for picking locks. Speak softly and carry a crude stick. Alright, so we're going to stick with the brass knuckles. Whee! Oh no! Oh god, why am I choosing this for myself? Hey buddy. You approach the weird Cactus Man hybrid. He smiles at you. Well, howdy, Cactus Man. Howdy yourself. And the name's Bill. Cactus Bill. What happened to you, Bill? Well, to be honest, partner, I drank too much cactus beer and it turned me into a cactus. Doc Alice warned me this would happen, but I didn't listen. And that's why they call you Cactus Bill? No, that's just a coincidence. Oh. Does it hurt? Does what hurt? You know, being a cactus. Oh. No, it's actually kind of nice. The natural fermentation processes inside the cactus part of me keep me pretty drunk most of the time. Guess it is a mite mooring. Yeah, I bet. Wouldn't be so bad if I had something to read. You don't happen to have a newspaper or anything, do you? Nope, sorry. Well, if you happen to find one, keep me in mind. Will do, Bill. Nope, you're not allowed in Topeka anymore, remember? Some loose dirt. Get lost! Step right up, step right up. Braid's the name and trade's the game. You seriously doubt that his name is Braid. Howdy. Braid, what are you trading? Well, sir, today I'm trading locks for soap and a stick of dynamite for a needle. And to the cunning Skinner who brings me 3 rattlesnake hides, well, to that adventurous soul, I will trade a fine silver pocket watch. I'll take some dynamite for this needle. Braid, which is so not a name, takes your needle and hands you a stick of dynamite. Be careful with this now. No trades right now. Thanks. The sheriff. Howdy, stranger. Welcome to Boring Springs. I'm the sheriff in these parts. The what? He sighs. The sheriff, okay? Blasted sign painters. Say, you wouldn't happen to be looking for work, would you? Well, as a matter of fact, I am. Great, because I happen to have some. There's a gang of hoodlums around here what call themselves the Fricker Gang. Last time I arrested one of them, they busted him out and took my cell door with them. It ain't, well, it ain't much good without the door. And I need somebody tough, smart and or slick to go fetch it back for me. Why don't you do it? You're the sheriff after all. I gotta stay here and practice my chair tipping. Okay, I'll give it a shot. Funny you should say that, because I'm sending the deputy along with you to keep you out of trouble. He takes a pistol out of his desk and hands it to you. You got an item. Deputy pistol. Deputy? You deputized a gun? You're new in town. Maybe you ain't noticed, but there ain't much to do here except drink. Here, let me write down where the Fricker Gang's hideout is for you. He makes a little note on your map. You discovered a new map location. The Fricker Gang's hideout. Got it. I'll be back with the door. There's a dirty mug here. Got an item. Recovered mug. Wanted for bird theft. Naked Mike Bernstein. Reward 200 meat. Help wanted. Wanted poster artist. Apply in person at the Yuma Marshal's office. Wanted. Bimmy Fricker for face thieving. Reward 420 meat. Oh wait. Is there anything in here? There is not. Whee! As you walk into the saloon, the crazy-eyed guy sitting to the left of the door shrieks and waves at you to get your attention.
Hey, where's your hat, dagnabbit?
Well,
You can't drink in here without a hat. Tain't proper.
He points to the take a hat, leave a hat box next to the door. Check out the box. You look through the hat box and find a sturdy-looking Stetson. That looks like something you'd wear. Grab it. You got an item. 4-gallon hat. You grab the hat and put it on. Thanks,
Pete.
Thanks, Pete. He gives you a friendly, if somewhat twitchy, nod.
Say, feller,
Yeah?
you heading west? If you want some company, I'd be more than happy to come along. Just let me know.
Well,
No pressure.
all right, I'll keep it in mind. Oh.
I should probably leave him alone. It's locked.
It's a spittoon. People spit into it. You know without even looking in it that it's absolutely disgusting. Look in it. Yeah, it's full of spit. Regular spit, gross tobacco spit, chewing gum. It looks like a few teeth as well. It's disgusting. And the smell. Even from a distance, it smells horrible. Look closer. You are now on your hands and knees, peering into a filth-encrusted spittoon. I don't understand what is wrong with you. Wait. Is there something shining at the bottom? Get it. You reach your hand toward the spittoon. Even before you touch it, you can feel, hey, divide by zero. We are about to dig into a spittoon in west of Loathing. How are you this evening? You can feel the grossness in the air, like a greasy fog enveloping the stinking brass horror. It smells like the vomit trough at a mesquite barbecue eating contest. You hesitate. Never surrender. You plunge your hand into the awful soup. It makes a sound like... Your skin is burning. Your eyes start to water. Search. Your fingers make contact with something. You pull your hand out of the devil's tureen slowly, not daring to risk splashing the contents all over yourself. You appear to have gotten some kind of ring, probably some kind of disease as well. Absolutely, absolutely. Congratulations. You got an item. Nasty ring. Hooray. You already plumbed the depths of this spittoon and your own depravity. You should be ashamed of yourself. Sorry. Sorry. Well, let's see what we got here. Recovered mug. Oh, I just automatically put it on. Though getting this ring was traumatic, you have to admit that it was worth it. It's going to be a +1 to muscle, mysticality, and moxie. Buddy. These two are playing poker, or at least trying to. They keep looking back and forth from their hands to the how to play poker card that came with their deck, and biting their lips and concentrating real hard. Good luck, you two. You walk up to the bar and wait patiently for the bartender to notice you. While you're waiting, you see a sign taped to the back wall reading, "Reward for lost mugs, 25 meat each." The bartender finally noticed you.
Howdy, cowboy.
Howdy, barkeep. Name's Bear.
What brings you to our little black backwater?
Ask about work. Oh, the usual. I came out west to make my fortune. Not having much luck so far, though. Any work around these parts?
Unfortunately, Boring Springs already has more people in it than jobs.
It's more of an errand town, if you catch my meaning. If you're looking for a real job, I'd recommend talking to the railroad people up by Dirtwater.
Ask about the railroad.
The railroad?
The Manifest Destiny Railroad Company from back east. They're trying to run a line to Frisco and having a heck of a time doing so.
And they're hiring.
Oh, I reckon they're always hiring for one thing or another. Big company, that.
Ask about Dirtwater. Dirtwater?
Dirtwater is interesting. It's far enough west that it's still more or less exempt from the rule of law, but not so far west that it's been burned to the ground by the damned cows. Lots of opportunity there.
She pauses for a few seconds, lost in thought.
Yep, if I were a younger woman, I'd probably head that way myself.
Ask about errands. You mentioned errands? I'm losing track of what Bear sounds like because I'm switching between so many different country accents.
Yeah, this Forsaken Burg is always falling apart in one way or another. The hostler's always needing help since he hurt his leg, and that no-account sheriff could certainly stand to have somebody doing his job for him.
Anything else?
Well, I've got a goblin loose in the basement. Some cowpoke in from the gulch didn't wipe his boots off and got spores everywhere.
Well, I can probably handle a goblin.
Much obliged. I'll unlock the basement door for you. Oh, and you'll need this.
You got an item. Weak fungicide. I'll take care of it. Oh, I did the voice wrong. I found this mug.
Much obliged. Thanks. Who's this fella at the bar next to me? Well, might be you should ask him that yourself, seeing as he's right here. He won't bite you.
Well, okay. Who's the lady drinking whiskey out of a beer mug?
That's Susie. She's a rancher from nearby. A real tough broad. I ain't recommend you pester her.
Well, why's that?
Lost her whole family to a cow attack recently. Got some pent-up frustrations about it.
Ouch. Howdy, I'm Bear. Howdy, Bear. I'm Horace. Nice to meet you. What do you do? I'm the town hostler. I don't know what that is. I'm the town horse selling guy. Gotcha. How's that working out for you? Oh, those horses are just flying out the door.
So business is booming? Nice.
No, I mean the horses keep running away. I haven't sold one in ages. Oh, is that why you're here drinking instead? Yep. And me being in here drinking instead of watching the horses is probably how they keep escaping. It's one of those vicious circle things. Well, I'm in need of a horse. Do you have any left? One. Kind of a boring one, but it's got 4 legs and a back to sit on. Come see me at the stable. I'll be happy to show it to you. Well, okay. And he teleports out the door. Just thought I'd say howdy.
Well then, mission accomplished, I reckon. Take my leave.
Howdy, Susie.
Howdy, cowboy who's going to be searching the spittoon for his teeth if you don't leave me in peace.
Okay, bye-bye then.
A pile of old newspapers. Boring Spring Gazettes.
Okay. Did you bring me something to read? Give him the newspaper. Much obliged, partner. I'm just gonna do the same voice for everybody because otherwise I'm gonna get them all mixed up. Now let's see here. What can I do to return the favor? Oh, I know. My shovel. I left it behind the outhouse at Orehole Mine. It's yours if you go and get it. I'm sure you'll find a use for it. Behind the outhouse at Orehole Mine. Got it. Thanks, Bill. Don't mention it. Now, if you could just kind of stick that newspaper to my face before you leave. Stick the newspaper to him. Get lost. A crate of Nurse brand whiskey, good for what ails you. Guess we never established your age. Good thing the legal drinking age here is can reach the top of the bar. Hi, buddy. Free Yark. I'm not gonna fight him just yet. Afternoon, sir. How did you know my name? What can I do for you? How's business? Oh, you know, every day I'm hustling. To tell you the truth, though, it's pretty terrible. All of my horses keep running away. Well, except for this completely ordinary one. Huzzah! Calrea, did you notice that there are new little icons for most of the channel points? I did that. I did a thing. That's rough. Maybe I can help. Oh, God, yes. Thank you. Please. I'd go fetch them myself, except for this injury. I'll give you 300 meat each for finding them. Well, how many are there? 3. Here, let me see your map. They pretty much always run away to the same places. He draws 3 little pictures on your map. You discovered a new map location, Orehole Mine. You discovered a new map location, Boring Springs Boneyard. You discovered a new map location, Thousand Snakes Gulch. Why these places? I think they like environments that are thematically appropriate. Here, when you find one, feed it some of these oats. That should send it back here. You got an item, bag of homing oats. How does that work? They're special pigeon-infused oats. Okay, will do. See you later. You said something earlier about an injury? Yeah, I busted my knee while mucking out the showroom. Don't ask how, it's embarrassing. I was going to get Doc Alice to have a look at it, but she gave up doctoring. Why'd she do that? Nobody knows. She just shut herself up in her office. Said she wouldn't talk to anyone except Nurse Whiskey. Is that an actual nurse, or... I'm pretty sure she was just being sarcastic. I see. Whiskey delivery for you, Doc. What brand? Nurse Whiskey. Your favorite, I'm led to believe. I didn't know she makes house calls. All right, hold on. You hear a rattle as she unlocks the door. Enter the house. Doc Alice looks to be about in her 50s. Her hair is graying and her face is lined, but her eyes are still clear and sharp, if bloodshot. She holds out her hand. Whiskey. Stat. Give it to her. She cracks open the whiskey and fills a small flask she takes out of her pocket. Then she puts the flask back in her pocket and starts chugging out of the bottle. Geez, Doc, that doesn't seem healthy. Who's the doctor here? Me or you? Okay, point taken. Doc Alice continues to pour whiskey down her neck, occasionally stopping to breathe. Is everything all right? That depends on how fast I can get this whiskey into my bloodstream compared to how fast my liver filters it out. And I can't talk and drink at the same time, so... She glares at you meaningfully. So what's up? What's the matter, Doc? What's the matter? The whole world's gone to hell in a horse cart, and you ask what's the matter? Bandits? Cow demons? Dead men walking? Why don't you go ahead and pick one, and I'll drink to that. Dead men walking? You haven't seen it? Corpses and skeletons staggering around like puppets with half their strings cut, looking to take a bite out of the living? Nope. Just count your lucky stars and stay out of the town cemetery then. Hey, Doc, can I have a look at your books? Sure, if you want to. Not that they're going to do you much good in this doomed, forsaken hellhole. You should try being less cheerful, Doc. Leaf through The Legend of Curly's Meat. The book tells the story of a legendary treasure, a massive chest full of premium meat secreted, in the hidden sense, not in the extruded sense, in the western desert by an old cowhand named Curly Butterfield. Leaf through the life and works of Fred Ferguson. This book purports to be a Civil War surgeon's autobiography, but flipping through it, you mostly just find lists of reasons that drinking alcohol is bad. So, it's actually a work of ludicrous speculative fiction. Ha ha. At least there are some useful appendices in the back, and some diagrams of appendices. You gain 3 XP. Leaf through The Goblinoid Tongues, a primer. You start flipping through the Goblin language book. It's confusing at first, but eventually you get so engrossed that by the time you take a break from reading, several blurfs have passed, and you also know that blurf is the Goblin word for hour. You have learned to speak Goblin. Sort of. You got a perk. Goblin tongue. Make like a tree and leaf. There we go. The stove is spotless. Either she's really compulsive about cleaning, or she never cooks. Wow. Shouldn't this be further away from the fireplace? This vanity doesn't look like it sees much use. Preen a little. You grab a pair of tweezers and pluck some of your more unsightly eyebrows. You gain 1 XP. Nice. The goblin shouts, "I'm Gary!" Hi, Gary.
Hi, hello, I am Gary. Who are you?
I can't do a voice for him. Introduce yourself.
Well, I'm Bear. Hello, Bear. Good to meet you. What Bear doing down here?
I keep, it's changing as I go. I can't find a good one for Gary. Be polite. Oh, I'm just looking around.
Hey, oh. Gary likes to looking too. Gary now looking for a way out of this dump. Gary not having much luck though.
Where are you trying to go, Gary?
High away and far up for popping. Popping and then new Gary everywhere. Everywhere.
Settle down, Gary.
Gary doesn't like to settling. Gary wants to traveling and popping. If Bear going far up and high away, maybe taking Gary with you, eh?
Well, I'll think about it. Alright, so make your own damn guide to Boring Springs and its environs. Alrighty, so... Hey, he wasn't kidding. Not that this would have been a funny thing to kid about, I guess. Dig through it. Score! You gained 65 meat. Got it.
Yow! Ouch!
Shovel it. Huh. Somebody buried a mug here. You got an item. Recovered mug. This is such a goofy game. Alright, so let's go to... First, let's level this stuff up. So we've got 14 points unspent. No. Gumption. Your level of get up and get her done. The higher it is, the quicker you are. Grit. I do it. I do it. Okay. Blasting cap storage, plungers, both kinds, tools. Unrefined meat nugget. You manage to unlock the toolbox, but the needle is ruined in the process. Most of the tools inside are rusted away to nothing, but there's a pretty nice crowbar. Plungers! The sign lied, though. There's only the one kind. These crates are all labeled blasting caps. The period is part of the label. That's why it's inside the quotes like that. Oh. Okay, you've succeeded in putting yourself in grave danger. Here we go. Oh, snap, crackle, pop. Thank you, Divide by Zeros. Ooh, that was a decent one. Kaboom! Oh. Isn't there like a secret? Like right in line with this? No, maybe not. Okay. Anyway. Yoink. Yoink. Hello, Mr. Horse. You see the dark horse. Barely. Hey there, girl. It's okay. I'm a friend. The horse shies away from you, though in this case it's more like cripplingly introverted away from you. Reassure her. Oh, come on. Don't be like that. Look, I brought some oats for you. They aren't poison or anything. In retrospect, I guess that wasn't a very comforting thing to say. As you reach out to pat her nose, the horse ducks and steps further back into the shadows. Oh, come on. Well, I can't get but so far because I'm going to hurt myself. Feed her the oats. Here you go. Yum, yum. I was doing a good one before Divide, but then I started trying to do separate Southern accents for all the characters, and it blew up in my face, and I started doing a bad job. Here you go. Yum, yum. Sorry. She sidles away from you warily and makes a surprisingly good attempt at hiding in her own shadow. Come on, please. Eat the oats yourself. Look, they're fine, okay? See? You take a handful from the bag and toss some in your mouth. Ugh. It's like the roughest, blandest breakfast cereal you've ever eaten. Still, it's better than dry cat food. Don't ask.
You smile to show the horse that you're fine and realize that you've unconsciously turned around and walked out the door. Geez, these are powerful. The horse looks at you warily as you re-enter with a cheerful wave. See? Perfectly fine.
Well, that just depends on which you want me to talk like Colonel Sanders, but that's a little further south. This is more of a western south. So you want me to talk like this. Something like that, which isn't really work. See? Perfectly fine. Feed her the oats. Oh my god. Eat the damn oats. The horse finally seems relaxed enough around you, so you offer her a handful of the oats. Warily, begrudgingly, she eats them. Then she gestures at something behind you. You turn around to look, but don't see anything. When you turn back, she's gone. Well, okay. Give the horse... Nay! Examine the hole. You bend down and shine your lantern into the crack in the rock. You can just barely make out a square shape down in there, well out of arm's reach. Looks like somebody dropped a small metal box into the hole, though you don't know if that was to hide it or discard it. If you're truly desperate to find out what's in there, you could try reasoning with the rock. Your primary argument would be a bundle of dynamite. Perhaps you could persuade the hole to widen enough to grab the box. Wilbur! Yeah. Let me just play the game. I just want to have fun. I actually didn't even plan to play this game tonight, Divide. I had actually planned to play Genshin Impact because I played it a little bit last night as an unscheduled stream. And then when I went, I was like, oh, well, I'm not going to play Secret of Mana. I want to play more Genshin instead. And then I loaded the damn thing up, and it is under maintenance for like 5 hours. So such is life. Boring Springs Boneyard. Oh, wrong way. Our founder, Zephaniah Boring, 1806 to 1885. He was actually a really interesting guy. There's a dirty mug here. Yeah, the 1800s. Benjamin Crockett, 1320, 1364. He showed up way too early. Have you never seen this game before, Divide? This game is amazing, and I actually just started. I'm in the prologue right now. The whole premise of this game is that you are a young man who dreams of ... out west. And ever since the cows came home, there's been ample opportunity for adventure out west. So you select your class as either cowpuncher, bean slinger, or snake oiler. And then you set off to basically be goofy. This thing that I'm doing with my character where I keep making like weird tracks around is an option that I found in a book. I like read a book and learned how to walk funny. The whole game, my best description for it is that it's like a very unserious D&D campaign set in the Wild West where the dungeon master has given up. Like, you should definitely play it. It's a lot of fun. Or you should just keep watching me play it. Beauregard Skelton, Captain, 3rd Cavalry, 1820 to 1866. Dig up the grave. This is actually the first fight I've been in. So the way this works is we've got our target here. I have one action point, and I can either attack with melee, I can shoot him, I can beef myself up, which will cost 1 AP, and it won't end my turn, but I won't be able to do anything. I can do first aid. I can surrender. So I'm just going to attack him. Boom. Now he's going to hit me. I'm going to hit him. He's going to hit me. And I'm going to hit him. Victory. You've put a stop to Captain Skelton's unnatural animation. You got an item. Old cavalry saber. You got an item. Gold tooth. Sweet. Yeah, stupid walking. Nostalgia mode. Remember how great things used to be? It looked just like a sepia tone. Stupid walking is off. You just walk like a normal, boring human being. When it's on, though. Oh my goodness. Yeah. So right now, I've got stupid walking, which I got from a book in my house. And I've got a perk called Mostly Scabs, which I got for intentionally running into cactuses like 20 times. And then I've got Goblin Tongue, which I learned from a book. A skeleton. You're not getting past it without a scuffle. A scuffle it is. Attack! Got him. The skeleton collapses into a pile of loose bones. Cool. And I need to spend my XP probably. How much have I got? 19? Yeah. So I'm going to give myself... I don't really need that. Grit. Gumption. Gumption will increase my speed, and it will let me do more actions per turn, so I'm going to give myself a point of gumption. And then my next little XP gain... That guy just wouldn't stay put. Your pulse quickens as you get near the spooky, translucent horse. Hello there. Hi. I'm a friend, okay? Nay. Well, that's a little strange. How you did that without opening your mouth. Here you go, girl. Have some oats. You hold out a handful of oats for the horse, but she just sort of stares right through you. Brr. Please don't look at me like that. Snort. Pat her on the nose. You pat the horse's nose, which is very cold. If you were going to ride her, you would want an extra saddle blanket to keep your butt from freezing. Pat her on the nose again. Yep, still cold. Brr. What's the matter? Are they not spooky enough? I'm not sure how to make oats spooky. I guess I could put some bone meal on them, but I don't have anything handy to grind up bones with. Grave dirt? Winnie. Is that a yes? Weird. Okay. You sprinkle the oats with just a little bit of grave dirt and hold them out again. The horse gazes expressionlessly at them, then eats them. Nay. And with that, she glides away in the direction of the town. Bizarre. A baby. Devoted husband, beloved daughter, a baby. Thousand Snakes Gulch. One of these rocks is really shiny. I grabbed it. I got a shiny rock. Ah, pointy. Oof. The snake looks sleepy, but not that sleepy. Attack! Oh. Victory. You have slain a snake. Before long, they'll call you Snake Murdering Bear. Yay! It's shiny, and it's about the size of a rock. I'm going to give him another muscle point, just so I can one-shot these little turds. Another snake? Well, I guess it's not called One Snake Gulch. Oh, no. He poisoned me. I'm poisoned, y'all. He made short work of that long snake. Yay. Whee! But yeah, the whole game is just incredibly goofy. This snake looks really angry. You're going to need every trick in the book to beat this one. Well, I'm good at tricks. Bow. Or, I just hit him twice.
Nice work. If the whole cowboy thing doesn't work out, you could always get a job as a snake exterminator. You gain 9 XP. Yup. Ah, pointy. Dang it. Crap. This freaking horse. This horse has gone snake crazy. Or maybe he was some other kind of crazy before. Hey there, boy. Hey, fella. I'm a friend, okay? And the horse freaks out. It's cool, alright? Be cool. Don't freak out on me. Look him in the eyes. You calmly look the horse in the eyes. One of them is fixed in a glassy 1,000-yard stare, and the other is revolving madly in its socket, like he's thinking of trying to escape in every direction simultaneously. He looks to be calming down a little now that it's clear you aren't actually made of spiders, though. Pat his nose. You carefully and gently pat the horse's nose. He twitches a bit. Okay, a lot. But seems to recognize that you aren't going to eat his eyes or suck out his soul or whatever madness is bouncing around in that skull of his. Well, that's a good boy. Feed him the oats. Are you hungry, boy? I've got a little treat for you. You feed the crazy horse some of the homing oats, and it gallops away with a whinny, or rather a wing-yardle. Hopefully he's headed home and not into the 12th dimension. Cool. Whee! You don't have to walk all the way back over there. Hit M or click the map icon to travel quickly. Where's my money? Oh, let's turn in these mugs. Found this mug. Thanks. Susie. Are you Susie Cochran? How'd you know my last name? I saw the graves in the cemetery. Susie scowls bitterly and... I'm sorry for your loss. Susie scowls bitterly and mutters into her whiskey. I saw it happen. Saw the whole damn thing and I couldn't do nothing about it. The bartender said it was cows. Cows, right? I don't know what those things are, but they ain't cows. Not anymore. What happened? It was a raid. See, Ma and Pa used to ranch cattle back before they came home. Pa didn't make it, but Ma and I managed to rebuild. We ranched pigs instead, and she left me the place when she passed. Go on. Well, I guess a passing herd sniffed out that it used to be a cow ranch, and they attacked a couple of days ago. Happened so fast I didn't even have time to get my rifle out of the gun safe. Cows smashed in the front door, and a fire started out back by the root cellar. House went up in blazes, just like that. What did you do? There wasn't anything I could do. Couldn't get upstairs to the kids because of the fire, and I saw Tim trampled right in front of me. I won't talk about it anymore. Sorry. She refills her mug from a bottle in the bar and doesn't reply. What will you do now? Head west, I suppose. Nothing keeping me here and no desire to stay. Can't leave without my rifle, though. Well, why not? It was Ma's rifle. It's all I got left of anybody. Well, where is it? Left it at the ranch like a damn fool. Listen, can I ask you a favor? I need someone to go get it for me. Yeah, I'll go get it. Susie shows you on the map where her ranch is. Plink. How are we doing on XP? On a hex P. Boom. All the water in this trough has boiled away. Susie's ranch house has burned to the ground. Something behind this door is making some pretty awful noises. Looks like somebody was in the middle of fixing a knife. Oh no, did I mess up?
Ah! If I had gotten the damn knife first, I could have traded skins to the... I could have traded skins to the trader. Dang it. I knew I did it out of order. Poop. These pies were not safe. This thing looks angry. You're not going to be able to make it to that safe without dealing with it. Deal with it. Bow! You defeated that nasty cow skull floating in a cloud of flame. Hooray! Dang it. I'm dumb. I've missed out on an item now. The outhouse is the only thing still standing. Do snakes respawn, please? Ow, dang it. Ow, dang it. Well, that's poopy. Ow, dagnabbit. Thud Fricker, the Fricker Gang's intrepid lookout, appears to be taking a little nap. Wake him up. You poke Thud with your boot. He slowly gets to his feet. Hey, you're not supposed to be here. Thud is, well, let's say he's no Rhodes Scholar if we assume that it's 7 years from now and that idiom makes sense. You feel bad about the idea of killing him. Walk away, Thud. Thud, you don't want this life. Take a hike. Okay, you're probably right. Thud stumbles off into the desert. He'll probably be fine. Honorable. You've got a strong moral compass and an accurate ethical protractor. Honorable options will be available in some situations. Okay. It's a beer barrel cactus. Requires foraging. Oh, that's the door. Okay. Hey, buddy. One of the Fricker boys is dozing in a bathtub. Psst, can you pass the soap? He mumbles and hands you a bar of soap before sinking deeper into both sleep and the tub. Cool. Tie him up. You grab a nearby length of rope and carefully tie his hands together and then to the handles of the tub. The sheriff can come collect him later. Let sleeping bandits lie. You cautiously approach the Fricker gang. They're pretty engrossed in their poker game, so it doesn't require that much caution. You hide behind a barrel and eavesdrop on their conversation for a while. The one with the eye patch is quiet, but you gather that his name is Snipe and that the squirrely one is his brother Wimpy. What's your play here? Howdy, boys. Deal me in. The one without the eye patch raises an eyebrow at you. Who are you? How'd you get past Thud and Soapy? What do you want? It's Bimmy! It's me, Bimmy, your brother. He squints at you. Bimmy? You ain't Bimmy. So back in the sheriff's office back in town, there's wanted posters on the walls, and one of them says "Wanted Bimmy Fricker for face thieving," and that's the reason that this option is popping up is because I read that back in town. I am so Bimmy. I stole some Rube's face. Ha! You always did have a knack for face rustling. What's new, Bimmy? We gotta get out of here and fast. The Pinkertons are on to us, and they'll be here any minute. Dagnabbit. Come on, Snipe. Let's hightail it. I'll catch up. Wimpy nods. He and Snipe hurriedly pack up their belongings and flee the cave. You congratulate yourself on your attentiveness, memory, and strong interpersonal skills. You gain 10 XP. Let's grab the door and skedaddle. Wee, 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 wee. Well, unfortunately, y'all, I seem to have bamboozled myself out of a quest. Hey, hey. I see the Fricker gang hasn't put a stop to your breathing. Did you rescue my cell door? You hand the sheriff his door and he hangs it back on its hinges. Nice work, stranger. This here prison cell just got about 4 times more secure. Are there any Fricker boys left for me to round up? Yeah, 1 or 2 that are asleep on the job. I'll go round them up shortly then. Looks like I owe you a reward. He produces a big bag of meat. You gain 400 meat. Got another little task for you, if you got the time. Should be a lot simpler than the last one. Well, what you need? Well, the Frickers busted the lock when they took the door. Gonna need a new lock. I'll keep an eye out. Still looking, Sheriff. Howdy. Trade this soap for a lock. Howdy. You managed to scare up a lock for my cell? Yup, got one right here. You hand the sheriff the lock. That'll do nicely. The sheriff puts the lock on the cell door, then accidentally drops the key and it clatters into the cell. Hellfire. Don't suppose you know how to pick a lock, stranger. You got a needle handy? I'll see what I can do. You deftly pick the lock. Better let the sheriff reclaim the key himself so he has something to do today. I unlocked your cell for you. The sheriff walks into the cell and picks up the key. He looks around for a place to hide it and eventually sticks it under his hat. Thank you kindly, stranger. If Boring Springs ever gets any more criminals, they'd better watch out. That's a good job you done. Well, don't mention it. Here, have this as a souvenir of your time in Boring Springs. You got an item, replica sheriff badge. Well, thanks, Sheriff. So this gave me +1 armor. This is a plastic facsimile of the sheriff's badge. He usually gives them to children who tour the jail. The cell is now usable, at least until the sheriff manages to screw it up again. You give it about a week. I found these mugs. Susie's eyes well up with tears as you hand her the rifle, and she roughly scrubs her sleeve across her face before any of them spill over. Thanks, stranger. I didn't catch your name. Well, I'm Bear. Thanks, Bear. Can't rightly say what this means to me. She looks at the rifle for a long moment, then looks back up at you. She sighs. Well, that's enough wallowing in misery. Time for me to hit the road. If you want me to tag along when you head west, you just say the word. Sounds good, Susie. Oh, wait, I just realized I need to do a... Oh, we've got some people in here. Welcome, welcome. We need to do a poll because eventually I am going to have to buy a horse. And we need to know which horse to buy. Which horse to buy? Plain old horse. Ghost. Oh, I guess we'll say... Scaredy cat horse, ghost horse, or crazy horse. And we're going to set this to 5 minutes because I've still got a little bit of stuff I need to do. So, well, we'll set it. Yeah, we'll set it to 5. I've still got some stuff to do. So, all right. So, which horse to buy, y'all? I am going to hold my vote, but please feel free to chime in. Okay. So we've been going around, we've been doing all these quests, And at the end of the day, we're only going to actually get to pick one of these people to be our helper. And then much later in the game, we can get another helper. So we've got Crazy Pete.
Who, me? Well, heck, I say all kinds of things. For instance, horse feathers. Some no good so-and-so jumped my claim.
Uh-huh. Pete takes a swig of his whiskey. Pete notices the shiny rock you're carrying, and his wild eyes light up.
That there is a right shiny rock you got, stranger. I'll give you 7 meat for that rock.
Sure, here you go. He grabs the rock and sticks it in his belt pouch, grinning.
Thank you kindly.
You gain 7 meat. Pete notices the nugget of silver you found earlier.
I'll take that old silver nugget off your hands if you like. Give you 81 meat for it.
Okay, it's a deal.
Fine and dandy.
Pete squints and points at the unrefined meat ore you're carrying.
You ain't seem like someone got much use for unrefined ore, stranger. I'll buy it off of you for 73 meat.
Okay, Pete, here you go.
Pleasure doing business with you.
Pete's eyes narrow as the gears in his head start to click. He fixes his gaze on you, and the tick in his eyelid seems more pronounced.
Listen, kid, all this stuff what I've been buying from you, you've been spending time underground, ain't you? Well, you listen to old Pete's advice. You'll stay out of Orehole if you know what's good for you. There's stuff down on the 40th level that ain't worth messing with for a fellow wants to keep his eyes, if you catch my meaning.
Not sure I do, but thanks, Pete. We are loaded down with meat. Oh yeah, there was a skeleton in the cemetery. It's nice to get some outside confirmation that I'm not losing my damn mind. But how is that even possible?
It isn't possible. It goes against everything I know about medicine. Dead patients don't get back up.
Patients? Oh. Ouch.
Every doctor loses one now and again. You never get used to it, but, well, it happens. But what doesn't happen is them coming back afterward and looking for revenge.
That must be pretty rough.
Rough? Buddy, I don't think you comprehend the situation. It's not just patients, it's friends, neighbors, husbands.
Oh.
Indeed.
She turns away from you and focuses her attention back on the bottle. What's the deal with all the TNT?
It's so when I feel like I'm about to go, I can blow myself into bits so small there won't be nothing left to come back.
Well, that seems drastic.
Drastic? Hell. No way am I taking the risk of becoming one of those things.
Fair enough, I suppose. Do you have any idea what's causing the resurrections?
Well, I heard a rumor.
A rumor? What is it?
It's when you get incomplete information from an unverified source. Anyway, what I heard is that there's a fella out west that's causing it. A necromancer, they call him. Supposedly he's sending magic out into the world somehow.
Magic like the beanslingers use?
I never heard of any beanslinger raising the dead, have you?
Her scowl deepens.
That'd be one hell of a can of beans.
About that necromancer.
Assuming he exists, what about him?
Well, maybe someone ought to try and stop him. Doc Alice gives you a sharp look. You? 'Cause I know you ain't talking about me. Well, why not you?
A gray-haired old woman that knows as much about fighting as a squirrel-nosed surgery? Did you hit your head on a bar stool, kid?
You aren't that old. And if I were going to pick someone to go up against a necromancer, it'd be someone who also knows about death, but in a scientific way. A doctor, right? Doc Alice stares hard at you and takes a swig from her bottle, saying nothing. And it sounds to me like you've got plenty of motivation to get the job done for your friends and everyone. She continues to look at you. You could see the gears turning in her head. Beats doing nothing anyway. Beats locking yourself in a house full of TNT and drinking yourself to death. You aren't even doing any doctoring anymore. My accent is switching again. Which horse to buy? Oh no. Okay, so what do we got? Scaredy cat horse. Sounds good to me. You seriously expect me to ride out west by myself chasing a rumor? Well, it doesn't have to be by yourself. I'm heading west too. Tag along with me. Maybe we can find the guy and put a stop to him. It's crazy. Impossible. Impossible like raising the dead is impossible? Alice crosses her arms and regards you thoughtfully. A spark slowly brightens in her eyes. All right, kid. What the hell? Let's give it a shot. Cool. Whee! So stupid. So, is there something back in Orhole Mine? Can we do more now because Pete talked about it? You suddenly remember that weird thing Pete said about level 40. Is that a real thing? Where do you want to send the cargo elevator? Oh, I think this is where you get the angry hat that turns it into, like, hard mode. A wave of nausea hits you as you slide the heavy lid off of the chest. Inside, there is a hat. It looks evil, and not in an abstract way. It has eyes, and they look like the eyes of a murderer. And it has teeth, which look like the teeth of an animal who would be a murderer if animals understood the concept of murder. Put it on. Leave it alone. I will not put the hat on because that makes the game nearly impossible to beat. Well, y'all, I think we only got the one stick of dynamite because I am lame. Silver pocket watch, but I foolishly killed the snakes too soon. So what are we buying again? Let's see. Scaredy cat horse. The results have vanished. Has the game been muted this whole time and y'all haven't told me? What the heck, guys? When you say sneaky, well, she's real quiet and she likes dark places. Yeah, I remember. And just look how she's trying to hide behind the other horse there. She seems pretty smart. I'll take her. Thanks. Here's the keys. Ride safe. Give her a name. So what are we going to name her? Are you sure you want to name your horse Lily? Yes. All right then. Lily the horse. It's got a nice ring to it. Oh, and I almost forgot. Free with every horse purchase is a complimentary map. You got an item. Southeast-west map. Thanks. Once you leave Boring Springs, you won't be able to come back. Any unfinished business you've got will forever remain unfinished. Are you sure you're ready to leave? Well, no, but I don't have enough dynamite, so... you know. Guess I just suck. Yes. Alrighty then, you're properly horsed and ready to start your new life in the West. All you need now is a partner. Somebody to share the trail with. Somebody you can rely on for emotional and combat support.
Oh, I should have done a second poll while I was at it. All right. Lightning round, y'all. Who are we taking with us? Who are we taking west? We got Crazy Pete. We've got Susie Cochran. We've got Doc Alice. And we've got Gary. Gary? I kind of, well, you're going to vote for it. You're going to vote. I will say, just so that everybody knows, that if we take Gary the Goblin, Gary will basically exist to fight. The other three do have other things they can do. Taking Gary with us, we are pretty much guaranteed to win every fight we get into. Gary. Well, I vote. Boom. The scaredy cat horse. I believe. Well, I bought the scaredy cat horse. I'm 99% certain that it is the scaredy cat horse that won, but it also didn't save the results in my chat, which I thought it would, and it did not. So, sorry. So far, Gary is in the lead by 1. We've got 1 vote for Susie Cochran, 2 votes for Gary, and I see at least 1 person that has not voted. Huzzah indeed, Calrea. Huzzah indeed. Who are we taking west? Well, looks like it's going to be Gary. Gary is coming west so he can fly into the sky and pop. You head back to the saloon's basement and smuggle Gary out under your coat. Hit the trail. You consult the southeast-west map the hostler gave you. It only lists 2 things: the town of Dirtwater and the Manifest Destiny Railroad Company's westernmost camp. You've discovered a new map location. Blah, 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 blah. Head for Dirtwater. Day 1, the first day of the rest of your life. Lily whinnies as you approach. Comb her mane. She whinnies shyly. Leave her alone. Blah! It's your partner. Well, hello, Gary. Wanting more goblins, meaty? Gary is hearing about goblins in Old Fort nearby. You discovered a new map location. Fort Cowardice. Okay. What do you think we should do next? West to going fast? Okay. A big iron snake to riding. So fast taking us. A big iron... You mean the train? Yes. Asking the train mans. Okie dokie. Room for rent. Inquire with him. Hey, buddy. Excuse me, sir. Cooking emergency. Mind the traffic, fella. It's rush hour. My biscuits are burning. Thank you, mister. If I'm not mistaken. Yep. 15% stench resistance. Sundry provisions. Miscellaneous provender. Various groceries. Assorted comestibles. Ooh. Advanced cow punching. I'm going to be advanced in my cow punching. This was in the ground for a very short time, for a very long time, then in somebody's mouth for a very short time, and now it's in your backpack. Okay. Plum pudding.
Soda crackers. Vienna blood sausages. Bag of shroom grow. Oh, this is a bag of... Gary will want this. This is a bag of patented shroom grow miracle fungal fertilizer, guaranteed to increase the size and intensity of any mycological specimen. Yeah. Advanced cow punching. Yes, please. And we are poor. Yay us. Give to Gary. You give the bag of shroom grow to Gary, and he tears it open and starts shoving brown lumps into his mouth. A deliciousness! Gary has become more powerful. Groovy. There's an essay about how to do a particular kind of sit-up that makes your abs really thick. Gives Brawny a perk which increases your maximum HP. There's a chapter about situational awareness, and it's important when trying to survive in a world full of demon cows. Gives Ever Vigilant a perk that increases your maximum AP by 2, and a chapter about adapting the stampeding behaviors of demonic cattle for human use. Gives Bull Stomp a combat skill that does a small amount of damage to all of your enemies. You read up on stomping and get much better at it. You got a skill, Bull Stomp. Unfortunately, you accidentally stomped the book into dust while practicing. Aww. Oh, look at all the XP we've got to spend. Deals 3 damage to every... I knew it wasn't going to be a whole lot. Dang it. Dang it. Uh-oh. This is a spittoon, which is a sort of brass bucket that people spit into instead of spitting on the floor. Because not spitting at all is not an option in this society, I guess. I say this despite knowing that you're pretty intimately familiar with spittoons already. Sicko. Inspect it. Look, the Jewel Saloon is pretty nice as saloons go. Actual glass in the windows, more than 2 kinds of drinks, a poker room instead of a cockfighting pit, but this spittoon is still a spittoon. The rancid tobacco spit inside it isn't fancy rancid tobacco spit. Inspect it. Here we go again. Alright, fine. You are now hunkered down next to a brass filth bucket, which has probably never been cleaned or emptied because you're near the desert, and the ambient humidity around here is pretty low. Low enough that the spit evaporates nearly as quickly as it accumulates. So that's good, right? No, that's bad, because it's only the water part of spit that evaporates. This brass bucket is half full of the rest of the spit, the toxins and filth that don't evaporate. Several years' worth, distilled and concentrated until it's the consistency of molasses. People aren't allowed to flick cigarette butts into the spittoon anymore because they bounce out. Let's search it. You're about to put your hand into a bucket. This is the DM telling the player, right? Like, this is the DM. This is my exasperated DM voice. You're about to put your hand into a bucket of something the color and viscosity of maple syrup, except instead of maple, it's flavored with the inside of the mouths of people who chew cigars instead of smoking them and have never brushed their teeth. Yeah. Glorp. It feels like putting your hand into a bucket of lukewarm tapioca pudding, except instead of tapioca, it's basically poison. It smells like someone ran over a skunk, waited a week, and then set it on fire. It feels like your hand is dissolving. Keep searching. You found something. You found a tacky, filth-covered porcelain cow figurine. A useless, disgusting thing that will make a great heirloom for your children, assuming you're still able to have any, and you hate them. You've got an item. Filthy porcelain cow. Hooray! You have to hold this little porcelain cow upside down because it's filled with tobacco spit. You don't want it to spill out the little hole in the bottom of it. This item goes in your offhand. Well, I want to hold it. The old man stares off into the distance, listening to the piano. He doesn't react to you at all. I forgot to play poker at the... Oh. I don't even know what I could have gotten from playing poker back in the other town. Dang it. Buy some slop. Buy some slop. There's a sign that says, "See bartender for darts." Hey, how come they're allowed to drink without hats on? The Jewel Saloon. A cowbell. Hit it again. 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 I don't think it's going to do anything. I don't think it's going to do anything. Set it back up. There we go. You got 1 XP. Too bad. The kitchen. This lady is too busy washing dishes to pay attention to you. Hey, what are you doing in here? Employees only, bud. Oh, sorry. I was just, looking around. So you're the nosy type, eh? Well, I prefer adventuresome. As it happens, there's something you can do for me. I'm out of saltpeter and need someone to go pick me up some more. Saltpeter? Isn't that used to make gunpowder? And other things. Look, who's the chef here, me or you? Okay. Where can I find it? Your best bet's a military camp. Because it's used to make gunpowder? Shut up. The nearest one is Fort Cowardice. They keep it in little green jars. Okay, be right back. Atop this pot-belly stove is a pot full of slop. A pot stove top slop pot. Got it. This is where the chef preps ingredients for cooking. It's also where he parks his beer. Rules. Rules of poker, followed by hundreds of weird tiny rules in tiny print. I want to be a poker master. I'm not going to learn them all. There's an empty seat at this table. No room at this... Oh, I think it actually was like a poker game. Poker room. Well, howdy there. Always nice to see a new face in town. Welcome to the Jewel Saloon. Ah, thanks. I'm Bear. Glad to know you, Bear. Folks around here just call me Lloyd. What can I do for you? Nice to meet you, Lloyd. I'll have a shot of bourbon. I'll have a shot of bourbon. Alright. Can I get some darts? The sign on the dartboard said to see you for darts. Oh, sorry. All the darts got broken months ago. Well, that's disappointing. Who's that old man by the piano? Oh, that's old Ellsbury. Tragic fella he is. He was a writer and a poet. Came out west to sell his stories, but nobody were buying. Too weird, his stories. Fantastical like. Too bad. I love that stuff. It don't matter much now anyhow. He had to get normal work to make ends meet. Did passing well as a prospector until one day he lost his mind in a mind. He what now? You know what I mean. He saw something that made him stop telling his weird tales. Made him stop talking near completely, come to that. He just stands there by the piano. Ask me a question about video games, divide by zeros.
It seems to calm him down, and as long as he doesn't make any trouble, I don't mind him too much. Feel a little sorry for him, to be honest. Poor fella. You need any help with anything? Well, if you're handy with mechanical type stuff, something's gone wrong with our piano player. I thought the music sounded a little off. Yeah, it's not supposed to sound like that. I'll see what I can do. Thanks. I'd have poked around in him myself, but I lost the key. This has suddenly taken a strange turn. That's right. Finest room in the house, and plenty of room for your partner, too. You interested? How much does it cost? Well, that's where you're in luck. The previous tenant was a banker fella, and he paid a month in advance right before getting himself killed by bandits. You seem like a decent sort, so the room's yours if you want it. Gratis. The best Fallout game. Well, I never played Fallout 1 or 2, so based on Fallout's 3, New Vegas, 76, 4, and that's all of them, I would say New Vegas. In terms of engrossing story and replayability, I would say Fallout New Vegas is better than all the others combined. I did like Fallout 4's town building though. So, honestly, like that was the biggest thing for me with Fallout 4 was the ability to custom build little settlements and things. I liked it a lot. I wish that there was less limitations on what you could do in the console versions. I know there's ways to kind of break it in the PC version so that you can build higher and stuff like that. But yeah, and I feel like as good as the Fallout 4 town building was, it seems interesting to me that Fallout 76 building seemed to take kind of a step back. So I do really like the Outer Worlds a lot. You've seen me play the Outer Worlds. I love the Outer Worlds. I've never beaten it, but I need to go back and play it more. Wow, great. So I literally just get a free room because the guy that paid for it before died. Try to fix it. Let it be for now. So I need to find a needle, and then I can try to fix it. It's your partner. You call yourself a blue-livered, red-bellied jerk. You gain an effect. Angry. You're madder than a hornet. If your anger level gets higher than 1, you'll pass out from rage. What's my anger level? I don't know what my anger level is. Oh, you know what? But yes, Divide by Zeros. I really and truly did enjoy Outer Worlds. It's just that once you get to a certain point, the combat gets boring to me because you kill everything so quickly. And there's a lot of combat between the storyline bits. The walking in this game is... That's what I was saying before. It's not normal. It's a perk that I unlocked at the beginning of the game. When you were a child, you wanted to walk so badly. You finally have. Like, there is a way to, like, walk normally, but I just chose not to. Nice view from up here. Blank postcard. Yeah.
And you can jump too. For whatever reason. As simplistic as this game looks, there are actually a lot of little things hidden off to the side and stuff like that. Mind you, don't step in any horse leavings, fella. This thing has got no shame. Oh, God. Dirtwater Post Office. Hi, I'm Bear Wayne. Any mail for me? Nope. Darn. Well, I'd like to send a postcard. Alrighty, let's have it. You write a quick note to Rufus, letting him know that what you've been up to and that you're okay. That'll be... Oh, it's one of them prepaid ones. That'll be 0 meat then. Thanks. So, was Fallout 2 actually your favorite one, Divide by Zeros, or were you just saying you liked it? Howdy. Are you the sheriff here? No, we don't currently have a sheriff. I could be the sheriff, maybe. Do you have law enforcement experience? Or, not really. Have you been to sheriff school? No. Do you have an existing relationship with Dirtwater's local government? Are you familiar with all of the local ordinances? Do you even live here? No. Then what, may I ask, in tarnation, makes you think you'd be qualified to be the sheriff? Well, I just assumed. You just assumed that you could mosey into town and become sheriff on your first day? Well, when you put it that way, if I had 5 meat for every wide-eyed protagonist-looking kid who wanders in here thinking they're the most important tenderfoot to ever strap on iron, I wouldn't need this dead-end clerking job. Sorry. It's okay. Like I said, happens all the time. Need any help until you find a new sheriff? I have heard of the Wasteland series, and it looks like something I would like too. I know it's very I don't know if it's made by I feel like it's made by some of the same people. It's definitely meant to be similar to the classic Fallout games. I do know that much, but I've never played one of them before. I would be interested in playing one. Sure, if you're any good with a gun, there's always somebody in need of some justice. Wanted posters are back there, cells are over yonder. Well, let's see what we got. It's a wanted poster. No, wait, you misread it. It's a wasted poster? Close enough. Wasted. The Stripy Hat Gang for grand theft, paint, and tasteless hat vandalism. Last seen in the vicinity of Cavern Canyon, 1,000 meat reward. Dirty, rotten paint thieves and low-down, no-fashion sense hat vandals? Despicable. Want to go after them? Not just now. It's a wanted poster. A wanted poster, if accuracy is important. Wanted. The House in the Desert Gang. For mortgage non-payment, squatting, and general public nuisance. Also for murdering 2 collection agents. Last seen at the House in the Desert. You wonder if the house is named after them or if they're named after the house. In any case, at least their location is unambiguous. Want to go after them? Well, let's see real quick. Divide. You know, I still gotta like save money for the stuff I've already said I'm gonna play, but I will check it out. Wasteland. Well, Wasteland 3 is $60. Wasteland 2 is $30. So, and it's got DLC. Might be a while. Wasteland 1, the original classic, is $5.99. Oh, that is old. That's like, I'm looking at the screenshots, and it's like some Oregon Trail stuff. Okay. I will keep an eye on it. Yeah, looking at Wasteland 1 and then looking at Wasteland 3 is like, holy crap. That's wild. Sure, let's go get them. An empty cell. An empty cell. An empty cell. An empty cell. This empty cell is all ghostly. Lot available. Lot available. Lot available. Lot available. Lot available. Lot available. Not a lot available past this point. You saw the sign. There's nothing past here. Cute. I heard in England the horses are backwards. Okay. This is a glass of famous Dirtwater bourbon, which is famous mostly for having visible chunks of dirt in it. Okay. Alrighty. So, this is the main world map. And what you can do is you can go from place to place on the map, or... yeah, and there's more. Don't get excited, y'all. This is a big world map, okay? There's a lot of little hidden stuff in here. And just like with a D&D campaign, you can choose to just wander around, or as you're walking from place to place, you might run into other things. Like you'll have like strange encounters and things like that. For example, you notice a smoldering hole in the ground and recognize it as the habitat of the southeast western coal snake. They keep to themselves mostly, but they're also known to enjoy a fight if one is thrust upon them. Thrust one upon it. I thrust. Got to jump on them. Attack. Boom, baby. Gary will Gary Fu the target 2 times, dealing 9 to 12 damage with each blow. Gary will spawn a goblin grunt to assist you with the fight. Yeah, Gary is stupidly strong. Nice job. As you dismount and approach the house where the bandits are holed up, you hear a voice from inside say, "What was that?" Uh-oh. Looks like you're going to have to be sneaky if you want to avoid a full-on fracas. Sneaky is my middle name. Wait, really? Yes, Sneaky is my middle name. Okay, if you say so. And it changes your middle name to Sneaky. So my name is Bear Sneaky Wayne. And I'm sneaking. From the sound of it, you'd say this doghouse contains an angry dog. This doghouse contains an angry dog. Very funny. You're not going to be able to get past it without alerting the gang inside the house. Back off for now. Crap. Let's wait and see if we can find a way to, like, distract that horse later. Let's go to Fort Cowardice. Boom, baby. Just like the old saying goes, when life gives you cannons, make a cannonade. You climb up into the watchtower and take a look around. Nice view from up here. The sign says toilet in Goblin, which makes it seem pretty likely that the goblins use this tent as a toilet. No way are you going to go in there. Yikes, this mishap definitely got somebody fired. Oof, it's heavy. No demi less, no demi more. This cot is soaked with blood. Based on the papers and anatomical diagrams scattered across its surface, you're guessing this desk belonged to Fort Cowardice's nurse. The papers are mostly just boring medical records. Dental daguerreotypes, lamentations that antibiotics haven't been discovered yet, that kind of thing. Hey, wait, what's this? This looks like it might be important. Speaking of important things, divide by zeros, I hear we might be having a little brunch on Sunday. Per your boss, talking to my boss. You got an item, marching orders. They're just a bunch of disgusting drawings of sliced open bodies. This shelf still has some unlooted medical supplies on it. Render them looted. Controlled substances. Okay. Okay. I mean, as long as they don't kill me. You hear the sounds of several goblins snoring inside this tent.
Not bothering, letting them sleep.
Okay, okay. Mess hall. It's a mess. Shaker of saltpeter. Looks like there's still some good mess left. This was once a reception desk, but now the most appropriate thing for it to receive would be a free trip to the dump. No, really, I want the details. Lieutenant Rebecca LeBlanc. No, another. 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 Now you're just looking at the same ones you've read before. What is wrong with you? I can't get enough. Okay. Oh, wait. You notice trails of burnt vegetation off to the side of the trail, which can only mean one thing. A hellcalf is grazing nearby. Track it down. Got the jump on him!
Yeah.
You put that abominable calf out of your misery. You gain 10 XP. You got an item, tainted milk. You gain 25 meat. You skin the cow with your trusty knife. Oh, okay. Sounds good to me. Oh, pry off the boards. These boards can't hide from your prying eyes or your prying crowbar. This door has like 15 deadbolts on it. The note tacked to it says, please don't open this door unless you want to get eaten by a giant spider. Even then, don't open it because the rest of us don't want to get eaten by a spider. It isn't even signed, so you can hardly be expected to take it seriously. Open the door. The tunnel behind this opening goes straight up. There's no way to get through it unless you're a huge spider. It's a coffee cactus. Ow. You hear a horrible skittering noise, followed by a scream, followed by more horrible skittering noises, followed by more screams, followed by some rapping noises, followed by some muffled screams. Then there's more skittering, then silence. The gang has been prepped for spider consumption. Danger kitchen. Danger bar. Whee! What's this? You got an item. Jaw heart. Nice. Speaking of drinks. Speaking of sippes. Calrea's like, unfortunately, June is going to be a dry month for me. So she can't have any. This poor chef is chained to the wall. His eyes widen as you approach. Hey, you're not one of them. Are you here to rescue me? Sure. Oh, thank goodness. He thrusts his hand into yours and shakes vigorously. I'm Doug. Bear, how do you do, Doug? Well, I've been chained up in this dang cave for weeks, cooking for those stripy-hatted idiots. That sounds awful. You want to know the worst part? There's a perfectly good oven 8 feet to my right and a shelf of perfectly good ingredients 8 feet to my left. How's that the worst part? This chain is only 4 feet long. Ah, that's rough. I know, right? There I was, fresh out of culinary school with a million meat idea in my head, and now here I am 4 feet shy of my dreams, cooking the same pot of soup over and over again. What million meat idea? You promise not to steal my idea, right? Yeah, I promise. Okay then. It's a new kind of sandwich. Or maybe a taco. It's so revolutionary that I'm not quite sure where it fits in the whole hand food taxonomy, to be honest. Anyway, in the middle of it, there's a sausage. But it's sausage made from the cheapest possible parts of a pig, ground up so finely that you can't identify them anymore. Okay. And it's served in a long split roll, which soaks up the grease so you can't tell how fatty the sausage is. And the best part? The name. You ready to hear the name? Sure. I call it the hot dog. What do you think? How about the hot bear instead? Oh, it sounds great. He beams. Thanks. He sighs. Not that any of this even matters. Even if I did get off this chain, there's no point in hanging around in this empty cave making hot dogs just for myself. I don't even like the taste of them. Could set up shop in Dirtwater. Brilliant. You're a genius, Bear. Hot dogs for sale all day, every day. I'll make 'em mint. Say, there's an idea. What if I added mint to the sausage mixture? You help him break his chains. He leaves the cave, hauling the oven and the shelf full of ingredients, muttering to himself about new sausage recipes. That's that, then. Y'all are under arrest. You stack the cocoons on the back of your horse, except for one which Gary offers to drag, and head back to the Dirtwater jail. Tournament. Is that the Stripy Hat Gang? What happened to them? They had a run-in with a giant spider. A giant spider of justice. Fortunately, the reward is for results rather than explanations. We did it. Go us. Another wanted poster, the Potemkin Gang, for unlicensed civil engineering and flaunting of construction regulations. Last seen in an unregistered settlement north of Dirtwater. The poster shows the location of the suspicious city the gang is hiding out in. Want to go check it out? Sure. Oh. You got any needles? Disposable binoculars. Used to discover a new map location if you can find a high vantage point. Want to look at more than one thing through them? Too bad. It's a little twanger. You can plunk it if you like. Just going to keep all this junk. My life is tipsy. They call this the liver because snakes need it in order to live. A skeleton approaches you in that jittery, stop-motion-y way that skeletons do. Judging by its hat, it appears to be the skeleton of a bean slinger. You remember the classic saying, old bean slingers die like normal people, but sometimes they keep walking around and casting spells at you afterward. Fight that old has-been. Got to jump on it. Yeah, regular enemies are going to stand no chance against us. Skeleton bone. Bean-stained pants. It's hard to put beans on the inside without getting beans on the outside. At least it was for whoever's pants these were. Nice. So I think I can use these in the little watchtower up here to unlock a new area. Use your binoculars. You discovered a new map location, Snake Spring. You climb down from the watchtower and pitch the binoculars in a nearby trash can. Keep Fort Cowardice beautiful. Absolutely, man. I may play more of this in the future. It wasn't my original plan, but I'm having fun with it. I'm glad you enjoyed it too. Enjoy your dinner, and if I don't talk to you again, I'm looking forward to seeing you guys on Sunday. As you turn a corner, you come face to face with 3 bandits pushing a large barrel marked TNT down the trail. The 4 of you stare at each other for a moment, unsure of how to deal with this potentially violent happenstance. Charge them a toll. Dive for cover and fight them. Yeah. You beat up and or blew up those bandits. You got an item. Bandit pistol. Black hat. Don't be afraid of this hat. It's not inherently bad. It's just a common style choice for bad guys. Deputy pistol. Where is my bandit pistol? There we go. Weapons. Fancy knife. You hear a sudden chittering coming from that big hole behind you. I ain't scared. No way are you... Oh, there was more than one. Okay, I'm dumb then. I literally... Man, I am bad at games. I want to fight him. Dang it. I want to fight the spider. Well, poop. You recognize the familiar shape of a mine shaft entrance off in the distance. You discovered a new map location, Coal Ridge Mine. Go there now. Way off in the distance. Hey, buddy. Hey there, Gary. Oh, Gary knowing a thing to see. Oh, yeah? What is it? A gigantic poop. What? Taller than Gary. You discovered a new map location, the Big Apple. Okay. The Big Apple. There's a row of lockers here. Must have been used for storing the personal effects of the fellers who used to work this mine. The first one is labeled Ellsbury WM and doesn't have a lock on it. This label on the second one is covered in some kind of white goo. The third one is labeled Loose Bin and has a combination lock on it. You open the door to reveal a skeleton covered in the same white goo that was on the outside of the locker. Ah, you get it. This guy must have died after his co-workers played a prank on him where they stuffed him into his locker and then filled it with shaving cream. I can't believe you dang jerk stuffed me into my locker and then filled it with shaving cream. I died from that, yells the skeleton, confirming both your insight and his vengeful, murderous intent. 78. He's got 78 health. Holy crap. Get beefy. Beef. Oof. Now, if I'm not mistaken, there is permadeath in this game. Throw it. Boom, baby. Leave my Gary alone. You don't have a bone to pick, but you do have a bone. Some itty-bitty bits of skull. Once they were good for somebody keeping somebody's brain salsa inside, but not anymore. Well, darn. Let's see how we're doing on... Oh, we got some XP, y'all. Yeah. And... Oh, didn't mean to do that. I'll do it, though. Yeah, just do some general leveling up. Oh, it's an exposed meat vein. Mmm, yummy. Need a crow... whoa, this just opens onto a 30-foot shaft. You're gonna need a rope or something. I need a pickaxe for that meat vein. I think if you have Crazy Pete, he can search them. The Big Apple. Well, here's an unusual sight. An old boat out in the middle of the desert. If this were a beach, you could call it beached, but you can't call it deserted because there's someone in it. That someone is a skeleton wearing a helmet with horns on it. He looks pretty bored and is idly polishing the dragon-headed prow of his ship. You think maybe he's been here for a very long time. Let's bully him emotionally. Hey! Hey, skeleton! Everyone you ever knew and cared about is long dead. You're a relic of a forgotten past, trapped in a future that doesn't care. Your race doesn't even get credit for discovering this continent. The skeleton looks upset and petulantly throws a bone at you before climbing into his boat to sulk. You got an item. Skeleton bone. As you reach the center of the clearing, you are simultaneously struck with a profound awe and a terrible stench as you discover the largest road apple you've ever seen. You can't even imagine how this got here. Was it a giant horse? Was it 200 normal-sized horses acting collaboratively? They should have sent a poet. Yeah, they should have. Clean it up. It's just a ton of XP. Yay! Yeah! He's got like 50 XP for that. Oh my god. Okay. Snake Spray. You encounter an overturned wagon surrounded by ruined books and broken pairs of spectacles. Looks like a family of especially literate homesteaders met an untimely end here. Tragic. You pore over the detritus and manage to find exactly one book that is both undestroyed and remotely interesting to you. You got an item. Advanced Cowpunchin, Volume 21. A complex pronunciation guide written by a linguist who was raised by cows gives Menacing Moo, a skill that reduces muscle of all opponents. We got that same Ever Vigilant one. And then a really interesting article about punching people so hard they stop moving. I'm going to learn Ever Vigilant. You study the situational awareness techniques until you can read them with the eyes in the back of your head. Then you shoot the book into pieces because you don't trust it or anything else anymore. That book had it coming. Yipes. An endless stream of snakes pours out of a hole in the canyon wall. Get beefy! Yeah! I will do a stomp. And I will do a stomp. And I will Gary Foo. And I will do a stomp. And now I will swat. Yeah. Yeah. You successfully killed 4 snakes out of infinity snakes. Just infinity more to go. You gained 40 XP. You got an item. Snake spleen. You got an item. Snake venom bite. Okay. So is this just like free XP? Is it just free XP? Boom, baby. Oof, oof. And finish him off. Boom, baby. They really hate Gary. Don't die, Gary. Oh, Gary, why? Gary. So is it literally just free XP? No way. It can't be, right? That would be silly. Just free XP forever. Stomp them. Boom. Reproduce. And then just dies instantly. Cool. Glad I did that. Yeah, the baby Garys are not really that useful. Boom. I could do this for a while. Just level up Stomp until I can one-shot him, right? Boom. 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 Yeah, this is legit just like never ending. Interesting. Are they getting stronger? I feel like they're getting stronger. Okay. Yeah, I may have to come back here, like, off screen and then just do that for like an hour. The Potemkin gang. Lord. Alrighty. There we go. All right. Well, I think that we have been at this long enough. It's been about 2 hours, which is the general length of time that I spend streaming. And I did get started a little early, but I also expected to be playing Genshin Impact for like 4 hours tonight. Unfortunately, I can't do that because it's under maintenance. So, that being said, thank you everybody, as always, for watching. Be sure to check out all my other videos here and on my YouTube, which is linked in various locations on my Twitch page. I will be streaming tomorrow at my normal time. I'll be starting up around 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. The plan is to play Last Remnant, but who knows? I might end up playing something else. You know, I make the rules, right? It's my schedule. I can break it if I want to. So, and then I will definitely be playing Secret of Mana on Thursday. And I didn't get a chance to explain earlier, but the reason I didn't do Secret of Mana tonight is because we are very close to the end. If I had played tonight and then Thursday, we probably could have beaten the game Thursday night. However, when I finish this chapter, I will be at the point where I can do a lot of leveling for a lot of stuff. And I didn't want to try to have to cram that in tomorrow night so that I'd be ready to play Thursday. So what I want to do is I'm going to do a chapter this Thursday, and then I'll have, you know, the whole week basically, or the rest of the week, to be able to get my characters all leveled up for the final chapter, which will either be next Tuesday or next Thursday. So, even though I really did want to I just did want to play Genshin Impact and kind of chill out, I also did have a legitimate reason for not playing Secret of Mana twice in a row this week. So, yeah. I had fun with this. Hopefully the people that are in here lurking or the people that have been in here chatting for a while have enjoyed it as well. As I said, I may play it again in the future. I'm not sure. If I do, it probably won't be a regular thing because A, this game isn't really in the style of stuff that I usually play, and B, I'm losing my voice because there's a lot of dialogue in it, and I always feel the need to talk when there's dialogue. So I don't want this to be something that I'm doing on top of my normal RPGs and things. So, as I said, thank you everybody once more for watching. Hope to see you again soon. Until next time, stay healthy, stay safe out there, y'all. Later.